Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 279. And today is June 10th, 2026. So your 11-month window is going to be May 10th, 2027.
You didn't introduce me.
Oh my gosh.
It's like I'm not even here.
Hold on. And the 7-month window is January 10th, 2027. I'm Jason Orbilling, the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. And I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com, buyandsellDVC.com, and mywwhome.com.
Has the home
Home.
been rented out yet? Or?
Yes.
Oh, it has.
Yep. So as of recording this, we've had 3 people book the house. So it's getting there.
And as we're recording this, have they already checked in and checked out, or no? It's in the.
We've as of recording this, there have been technically 1 checkout, 1 person still there.
Okay, nice. I know it's smooth so far.
No.
Oh,
Relatively smooth.
okay.
First day of check-in, capacitor on the AC went out.
Oh, really?
Yes. So that was not smooth. They were very, very, very cool about everything, and yeah, we worked on it and got fixed quickly. But yeah, that was fun, unexpected. So yay for that.
Unexpected surprise.
Yep. Brand new units. We've been there every day for 2 months, no issues. All of a sudden, have somebody check in, issue.
All right. On that note, we're on to the buy and sell side of things. And today we're going to talk a little bit about right of first refusal. Now, what right of first refusal means is every time a seller comes to an agreement with a buyer, it has to be sent to Disney for right of first refusal. And that means that Disney has the chance to, they can step in as the buyer and take over as the buyer. And then the buyer can't buy the property. The seller still gets all their same funds as if the buyer was getting property, but now it's Disney that's getting the property. Now, most people, which is a good thing, most people that are buying or selling, they come in to the resale market and they're in the resale market, maybe if they're selling or buying, researching or listing if they're selling. And then, they're in the market for say 2 to 6 months, and then they step away from the market and they're just enjoying life and the peace and the love and the, everything that has to do with being out of the DVC resale market, because there is a group of people that is in the DVC resale market every day, because there's discussion boards all over the place. And what I want to mention is we're in a situation right now where right of first refusal almost doesn't exist. There's no, like Old Key West it's the one resort that has 2 different end dates, 2042, 2057. So if you sell a 2042 and it's a 200 pointer and above, a lot of times this is going to buy it back because they can just turn it into a 2057. But most of the resorts are not, buying back. And if, again, I've been in the resale market since 2004. For the longest time, every resort had what I would call a baseline. If you got below this point, this is going to buy back. So like everything was above that point. So it was really, I will tell you this, when right of first refusal is active for all the resorts, in my opinion, most people love it, because then sellers don't think that they're underselling their properties. Buyers don't think that they're overpaying for the property. Like both sides seem to be much happier than when there's no right of first refusal going on, because, then sellers are wondering if they're selling too low. Well, buyers are wondering if they're paying too much now. So it's a very unique experience. And I don't know, really, if you go back to, again, I know I've said this before, like August of 2022, September of 2022, that's kind of when right of first refusal just dropped off. It just disappeared. Like Disney, all of a sudden, they went, at that point, like their last buyback was like September of 22, and then they went like 9 months with no buyback at all. So I'm not sure if I covered everything. Let's see. Oh, and then I did write on here, I'm like, what is the reason for the decline in buybacks? And of course, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But I wrote on here like Disney, like Beach Club, for example. The Beach Club direct price is $275. So I don't think that there's a lot of people out there, if they've done their research and they, they're not going to make a decision to buy that directly at this point because it expires 131.
Who's going to buy a $275 per point contract on something that expires in a few years? Just they make 0 cents by.
I mean, to me, it would have to be someone that really they didn't do any research at all. They just went in and they said, "Oh, this looks nice. Oh, it's Disney. What kind of research needs to be done? Let's just buy it." But I just think that with so many people, again, I don't think that's a smart buy by any means. I'm not trying to, attack anyone that has done that in the last 6 months, but it's just not something that people are going to do. And so that's, I think, one of the main reasons that the buybacks are just, they don't exist for some of these resorts because there's not people buying it directly. And that's pretty much all I have at this point regarding right of first refusal. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that or
not really, but if you don't mind, have you touch on something else because I replied to an email on Buy and Sell this morning about this. Somebody was asking, because a lot of our listings say international seller, and they said, what does that mean? How does that affect anything? So would you mind just touching on that?
Well, the main thing is
as a buyer,
right? The main thing is if you're an international buyer, it's just easier if you avoid buying from an international seller, because if you're an international buyer buying from an international seller, you have to obtain an ITIN number, and again, is the process. Again, some people are going to say, "Oh, that process is easy." Some people are going to say that process is, kind of annoying. And if you're an international buyer and you buy from a domestic seller, you don't have to obtain an ITIN number. So that's the number one thing is if I was an international buyer, I would avoid buying from an international seller. And then the other...
It's odd that you went that route. That's the number one thing. I was thinking the other one mainly. So.
Oh, and and then Disney doesn't ever buy back properties from an international seller because Disney doesn't want to have to deal with, there's a 15% FIRPTA tax, Foreign Investor Real Property Tax Act, that a seller has to pay. The closing company has to hold those funds. And there, it's a process of anywhere from, 6 to 24 months for that seller to get that back. So, Disney, again, they don't want that extra paperwork. They don't want that extra time to hold the FIRPTA. So Disney doesn't buy back properties from international sellers. So those are the two key things with international sellers.
Excellent.
And now we're on to the food review of the week, and it's not me this time at all.
It's not you.
Is it Scott or is it
me? It's
one of his?
It's me for this. One of my cronies. Not that this one is me.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you. Get in my belly.
We went to one of our favorites, Whispering Canyon, which is at Wilderness Lodge / Boulder Ridge / Copper Creek, to take advantage of Disney's annual pass holder 40% off promotion, which again is on from Mondays through Thursdays during the summer, ending July 31st. I got the chopped Bison Burger, which was a house-made bun, chipotle aioli, white cheddar, Duroc thick cut bacon, onion bacon jam, lettuce, tomato, and sweet potato fries for $25. Again, that's $25 before the 40% off. So really enjoyed the burger. Very, very juicy. The chipotle aioli was not especially spicy. Side of the bacon jam they gave me was a great compliment with the burger. Definitely one of the best burgers I think I've ever had on Disney property to my recollection. Overall, I give this an 8.3. I know one of my other ones that I really enjoyed was the Bison Burger at the outside bar at Wilderness Lodge as well. Geyser Point, which has a great burger as well. So this one was right up there too. So Wilderness Lodge is doing a great job with their burgers. So
nice.
Yeah, really solid burger. Lots of fun. If you know Wilderness Lodge, you know the antics. Well, they've dialed down the antics a little bit over the past several years. It's still, the waiters and the servers are funny, and they throw the straws at you, and they ask for ketchup, and there's yelling, and it's a fun atmosphere. And with the 40% off, definitely relatively inexpensive.
Nice.
So now is a great time to take advantage of that.
And now we're on to the DVC-rental side of things.
On the rental side, I want to talk about the complimentary Campfire and Marshmallow roasting which I think doesn't get a lot of love. Every single resort on Walt Disney World property, to my knowledge, from Value up to the deluxe villas, hosts a nightly campfire. Cast members hand out wooden roasting sticks and standard Jeff marshmallows completely free of charge. If you're like Jason, though, you bring your own
Marshmallows.
I don't even bring my own marshmallows. You use their marshmallows. At least bring their own chocolate and the.
No,
He
marshmallows.
brings his own marshmallows. I think you get the big ones. Is that what you do?
Well, it's the main thing is if you're having multiple at Vero Beach, that way you don't have to go back and wait in the 50-person line. You're just going back to cook your marshmallow.
Okay. So he brings his own marshmallows. Sometimes it makes sense because they charge extra if you want to upgrade it to a s'more. So
But not at Vero Beach.
but not Vero Beach.
Vero Beach for the win.
So bring your own chocolate, bring your own graham crackers. You can make your own s'mores, but you don't have to be technically you don't have to be a guest to actually do this. I mean, they don't ask for a room key or anything. You can literally just roll up, grab a stick, and start roasting. Again, I have it here, the s'mores upgrade. Typically, they charge about $6 to $7 to upgrade to the s'mores. So save you some money, bring your own s'more stuff with you. That's $6 to $7 per person.
Yes, go to Publix, get the box of graham crackers,
Publix,
get the Hershey's.
That was the tip on here. It says, you get $3 box of graham crackers and some chocolate bars at Publix or Target. Bring it with you and make your own s'mores for a lot less money. They also, all of them with the Campfire also have movie Under the Stars every night. So again, the locations will vary by resort. At Beach Club, as an example, they project the movie right onto the giant screen on the actual beach of the Seven Seas Lagoon. All Stars movies, it's poolside, Animal Kingdom Lodge, you're overlooking the savannas where they're doing it. So Disney provides sometimes lawn chairs, benches, pool loungers, depending on the resort. Makes sense. Grab yourself a blanket just to make sure you have it in case there isn't anything provided, or that way you can lay on it or lay under it if it gets a little cool at night, depending on when you're going. As a reminder, it says there's also activities built out of your rest days. I think Jason might be talking about this a little bit coming up in another episode. I think I may have seen that it's good to build this around like a rest day in the middle of your week. Let your kids burn off energy. You get to relax a little bit. You can do it at night. At night anytime as well. But this is especially good if you're going to have one of those rest days, or maybe it's going to be a pool day for your family and you're not planning to do in the parks. That's definitely a great day to schedule the campfire and movies. And just something else, this is all weather permitting. This is Florida, so sometimes there is rain. So just keep an eye out on stuff. It's a great thing. I think I've only done like the movies Under the Stars once. It's been many, many years, but it's one of those free things that I think a lot of people miss out on that Disney offers. And Disney doesn't offer a lot of free stuff. So when Disney offers something cool like this, it's an activity that comes with free stuff, free food. Definitely a good way to take advantage of it. It's fun.
I've done movie Under the Stars at Vero Beach.
Yeah.
What's nice at Vero Beach, I mean, I'm not trying to...
You can talk about Vero Beach, go ahead.
But at Vero Beach, like, there's kids there that ask for, like, whole entire Hershey bars, and they give them to them, So, yes, it is important to remember.
By kids, you mean your kids?
No. But I've seen, I've seen kids do it, and I'm like, well, they're not going to hand out a whole Hershey bar. And then sure enough, they do. I'm like, what the heck?
Well, Jason's a pro. He walks up there, you'll see him just pop out like a big, like Reese's peanut butter cups. He's like, I want melted chocolate and peanut butter with my s'mores.
So yeah, it is important to remember when you go to Disney World, you have to bring the graham crackers and the chocolate.
You can pay Disney for it there. It's gonna be a lot more expensive. So run out to the store, grab it for your family, and go s'more crazy.
But when you say the kits, did you say per person are the kits?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a family of 5, they're not going to give you all the chocolates and.
But I mean, I thought they're not. I wonder how many chocolate bars you get for the $7.
I think maybe like it's a chocolate bar.
Oh my gosh! Come on, people.
It's gonna be more money. So that's why you're better off just running out to a grocery store.
We need to be outside the resort selling these.
That's one thing I just thought of. I was like, you get a bunch of them, and then you show up there, and Disney's like $6 or $7 for s'mores. You're like $3 over here, and you end up having s'mores, watch the movie, and you make like $40.
There you go.
Definitely worth
Get a
it.
business experience for your kid. There you go.
Great way to get kicked off Disney property trying to sell stuff to other clients while you're there.
All right. Does that wrap it up?
I think that wraps it up.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.